Original Soul, welcome into this reading. We'll see what comes out in the cards. In the pre-shuffle, I just saw transformation. And I'm thinking this reading will be around something that you've been having a hard time interpreting. So it could be a dream. It could be just a feeling that you've been having. I don't know. We'll see what comes out. I mean, maybe it's even something somebody said, but I feel like something more like dream, or like I said, just feeling a certain way, but not really knowing why. So let's get a couple cards and just see what comes out. I hope you're doing super well. I'm traveling with my kids. We just did a quick one-night trip. We went to a hot air balloon festival, so we'll be heading home today. They're still sleeping, so I didn't want to wake them up. All right, but let's get into it. Kind of main theme of what either this dream or this feeling is about. Four of Wands, so that could be about kind of up-leveling somewhere. Something is changing, upgrading. It could be your intuition. It could be your inspiration. And, you know, with this being the 1111 card too, that looks like a portal. So maybe walking or stepping through some sort of portal. Yeah, Six of Cups in reverse. This could be either walking away from a past situation or kind of something that's helping you move on from something that didn't work out. It could even be something maybe that you're even breaking from a past life. Maybe there's been, you know, some sort of either past life trauma or issue, or even something that has kind of run in your family, and this is something where you're moving through and past that and breaking that cycle. Yeah, because there's been a feeling of being really stuck. This is a mental energy also, so needing to trust your intuition more, and noticing there's sort of that same looking rock formation in the background of both of these cards. Maybe even this is something that you have suffered with silently, or you might not have even realized other people maybe in your family had been dealing with this, or it's just something that has had you feeling really bound and stuck. And maybe you've thought about this quite a lot, whether it's a pattern, a behavior, even just a mindset. Get a little bit more on this Eight of Swords. Let's get specifically, what is this Eight of Swords about? I see the Devil at the bottom of the deck, so definitely something that could be toxic. This could then be toxic behavior that you partake in, or something you do on your own. I just saw 333 on the timer, and that has been popping up in a lot of at least my readings recently. So I don't know if you've been seeing that too. If you have, leave a like on this video. This could also be something with being alone, either a fear of being alone, or maybe you feel, you know, like you've been cursed and you're never going to find somebody. So something around doing something on your own. But the Nine of Cups is also overcoming that devil energy, right? She's abundant. She can handle it. So that feels really good with the Four of Wands, like definitely some sort of upgrade or moving past something that has held you back. And transformation is not easy or necessarily smooth. So that could be, you know, where you have the feeling, yeah, I knew the Death card was going to come out here. You've got Death and Hangman in reverse, even though he looks upright. So you're transforming something that has had you stuck. You're transforming something that maybe you haven't seen clearly. There's going to be a shift in your perspective coming up that is going to allow you to stop sort of hanging in the balance, or stop waiting on something or someone, and know really that you're the one that can get yourself unstuck. You're the one that can make things happen. You're the one that can walk through this portal, because the universe is offering you some sort of new opportunity. This could even be spiritually. So maybe you get stronger intuition, or you start to realize you are having some psychic experiences in some sort of way. Once you're able to get out of that hurt, pain, or move past disappointment. For others of you, you could be sort of cleaning up your act a little bit, and that can open things up as well, right? Substances, as an example, whether it's sugar, alcohol, drugs, whatever it may be, that can suppress your gifts, or it can suppress your intuition, because that is just a distraction from what you've had going on. So definitely something moving forward more quickly here. Again, this could definitely be with your spirituality and getting some sort of an upgrade, more communication even from your guides, but definitely up to you to move through this portal, right? Make the necessary changes or shifts that make sense for whatever your situation is, right? Know that you're moving past whatever this is in your past, whether it's this life or another life that has had you stuck, a pattern that's been repeated that keeps kind of recycling, right? That is transforming. You're going to be moving past that waiting period, or just feeling like you're in a rut, and moving again through this portal, ascending, up leveling, to get more to this Nine of Pentacles energy, where you are feeling confident, abundant, whole, grounded, and again, maybe connected more in some sort of spiritual way. All right, so that's what we've got for this message on whatever this feeling or dream, or what does this mean, right? You're moving through something here. You're going to come out on the other side even stronger and more gifted. All right, so that is what we've got here for this reading. I hope there was something here for you. Leave me a comment if you have had any crazy dreams. I had some wild ones last night that were really insane, so that's why I wanted to do this reading. So maybe that's happened for someone else as well. All right, thanks so much for being here, and until next time, peace.